If you have been in this part of Zambia, you will recognize the beautiful Mafinga of Muchinga province with its breathtaking landscapes and scenery. This is home of grain and greenery. My crew and I are headed to Thendere village, which is about 116 kilometers from Isoka. Thendere has a population of over 16,000 people. What makes Thendere unique is that its people have decided to operate as one. They have sought to complement each other as opposed to compete. Each family has specialized in a particular product or service that feeds into the other. This initially was due to the fact that this hilly area had bad roads, which evidently is work in progress from these graders that we are seeing. Now, this situation with the roads posed a challenge regards movement, meaning access to social services, general goods and services was hard. Present day, the Constituency Development Fund has cemented this spirit of togetherness as the entrepreneurs of Thendere are making their village self-sufficient. My contacts in Thendere warned us of a bad patch along the road. As we approach this spot, we see that a vehicle is stuck. Not that I would be of much help, but I get closer to feed my curiosity. We have done our part in trying to help out, and now we proceed. Ah, finally, we have arrived. This is what you call Thendere's central business area.
The CDF has really helped the communities. A good number of beneficiaries, those who never benefited at previously, having gotten the money, really it has improved their livelihoods. Meaning to say, if one was operating at maybe 10,000 kwacha, having been given maybe a 30 or plus money, meaning to say, ordering or sales have increased. Even their standard of living has improved. They are able to take their children to school, even sustain their living at home. That by itself, even the community here, some of which they have also benefited in the way that some things that we used to buy from far places, we're now accessing them from within, simply because people are able to buy and we're able to buy from within. The areas that we see that really it has helped us, you find that previously when you go to Nakonde, Lusaka, people used to buy things from there. Now, this time around, we are able to access things from within simply because people are able to access things from a nearby. Nice. So it's good for us. As Mafinga, I may say that we have 13 wards within Mafinga District Council, most of which we can see that some who have ventured into tailoring find that people can buy the clothes from within and they can sell from within. So meaning to say people are able to access things from within, meaning that the community has been empowered. Even the funds or money are circulating from within Mafinga, which is a good thing. Normally, when you look at CDF, people you may find that I apply for a 200,000 kwacha loan. Looking at the business proposal that I've put across, you find that maybe the technical committee, even the CDC, does not approve the actual money that I did apply for. Meaning to say, even the business is going to be affected. Because if I applied for a 200 and I'm given maybe 80 or 100,000, meaning that I need to readjust, that will also affect my business. You find that most of the people who are not doing well is because of the same. At the same time, we see that even poverty itself, it is a challenge in the sense that one may apply for a good number of money. When given, that particular person may not actually use the same money to the intended purpose. They would also want to utilize it to some other areas. So in that itself, we believe and trust that next time when the technical committee, even the cities, when they're sitting, they need to approve the actual money that one has applied for. Meaning, then one could move according to the actual business proposal that we did put on the paper.
I am off to now witness what Stephen Singogo is talking about. As I approach the first group of businesswomen that I'm about to talk to, I see their organization already from their matching chitenges. And upon my arrival, they gift me with one chitenge. Oh, aren't they sweet?
Kabongwaka twatampire twalibira twali kumana twali shabano after mukukumana twali sanfa kwa tukulira ashita kupoka ma CDF ifo twaikere panshi twamba nokulemba mashina nokushita apply isha ishuko balisa twasuka ba WDC balisa tutali comment ache babana bale bomba ko buyi ifo twakwete ishuko balisa tupera kuna 20,000 muri 20,000 ifo twabutuike nomba ubwo okushitensa rushama uniforms kabidi cheshuko twaisa kwato mwana wese abalingira ba teacher aisa tutwa ndati pa school pa mweso tapala ma uniforms ifo twashiste insalu ya green mole mona balibira hapa to bachizimba primary school batu stari komende twatsa supply ma uniforms ya bana be school from grade 1 up to grade 7 ama machine yene aya twashite mu mpia yoyine but ma second hand twalifiro kushita ayanyu ndo atimpia yali cheap after CDF apatulifye bwino pantu natukwatara yambia ma schools abale twelo kwati tushite supply na yambia ma uniforms pali aka school ako besu ile kanomba ine ba community kana change primary school twalebira nakati nomba twatugeta ma machines twalebira kuminonge 15 mwachimona bale pikroto akuminota pa matebo no kubira fye kuminota ma dress ma machine tatu akwete so after CDF twashiteka ma machine yayo but machine nina alikwete ko knowledge yakubira nalishita kuka training so nibona alisa musambisha no baba nandi kachakwa tibonse fipe filimu no Mafinga twabomba bwino bantu tutatu apose transport yako yakuna konde kuno kuisoka awe ero na mo especially ama banki bantu banki ile tudonsa bangana tukatoka ka banki pano kale tusosia support nditu alafu mya mpepi no kushita fipe mpepi twakwata kuma profit
chakulekelesha mayo nifish muingalanda ko chakufuma kumutima fyakabati
alefi yakufuma kumutima tamulapisha no kulanda na mwishiva ukutema uko tutemenwe kuli ba president wesu ba HH pakutupera CDF mu district na mu constituency alabali bomba we mwana wandi ifata ile twali anda isoka tabale tupenda nga abantu twalife kunuma kwa tatu yangu tulepa ma application ya shanishan tabale tupenda nomba CDF bale tama district batatabali bomba ba HH bali bomba muri mo kalama mwasanga na ifata tulebira na kuno kudina development esha tuleruisha kwa ina bali bomba ugo bale tana mo money in the pocket bantu apata tatu yelale nsala elo mukabungo kwesina chilaba na chimo bali mwali bana savings tula saving amuno mwene mu so tapaba ulale nsala yo if you are on the table so fairly flat na alisansa mukange akabunge kabana mayo twalikwatana bashitata babiri abatwafako kuba machine no kusta connect bino bununga kyaka kuluka bo hey good
ndio ngakutiko ngatika nayo
musema zeko na wapi
Her smile and laugh says it all. They are doing their best and the environment is enabling. I am definitely going to a school to see these uniforms being supplied by Christina and her colleagues. But first, more rounds in the business area of Thendere. Yes, here is a shop owner doing the most.
My company, I formulated it last year in November, whereby when we heard about that the government has introduced CDF, an advert was put up, and then we applied. Now, looking at the smallest amount of money that I had previously, then I resorted to applying for CDF. Initially, I had applied for 150,000 kwacha, but because the number of people, those that were also looking forward to having it, my money was reduced to 90,000 kwacha. But initially, it is working very well, and I'm doing very fine. The 90,000 kwacha, I introduced a small business in terms of the shop you can look behind here. There is my grocery here. Outside, we are selling some small fish and other things. Sure. And the other part, I bought some little fertilizers, and I've also ventured it into farming. Well, our life has changed from the previous one and up to date. Now we are looking very better, and you can even look the way I'm looking here. I'm looking very majestic. That you can also prove that really CDF is doing better for me, including my family. We are making it to. We are having 3 meals per day. Morning, lunch, and in the evening. We are very comfortable. The difference is more than 95% because CDF has really made it to me. Because had it not been for CDF, I was not going to be where I am today. So my family, I'm able to send my children at school. I'm able to do anything that is that can sustain my living. I've got 5 children. They've all gone to school, and I'm able to accommodate them in any way. But I want also to thank the New Dawn government for having realized to come up with this methodology of introduction of CDF. It has made my life better. When you come to Mafinga, like you visitors, when the commodities that you want from my shop are not here, I will direct you to another person who is a friend, because we help each other so that we sustain our living.
My search continues to find more people who make Thendere self-sustaining.
Nambile shop imu 2014, and then inakwetefika kapitaga no emkwai. So kulingana nga government efya chitire kwatu kwisa chita apply if ya malone, and then aba lumebandi badisa chita apply iche shuko batupela, and then batupele 60 pin twabodire ko 40 pin twabika mshop twatoping la popali kati tu kwete twabule ya shala twabika kumfarm emkwai. So kufuma hapo pene twashitirefyo nimbona tuyantanshe ko buli ninjingisha kwa mara item shop yandi nishitako na fridge sharimo, and then na business yandi ndemo natire ya pantanshe, and then tule afwana ngefumu mwena ma uniform kuli abanesi wabadebira bambi twa order ko twabika konga muno shop na ine na shitishako tule afwana fya finenga bena Thendere kwena mtendere kwikala tulekala fya bwino kwe bati twalikatana ngabe na Thendere yafuka ko mnanko kwikala bwino ko kwene CDF yatuofuka sana pantu twali behind but apa chiremoneko kwebati government yatuafwako batupera kwakarupia firia fine tuwabonfyako nga bantu tuli afwana firia fine nani ukulingana na CDF efyo ishitire yachite chintu chimwe chisuma sana because if yama CDF ngani kunumuku nangushani naliko mwaiche panono but nare yumfuta fya CDF kurusaka hawe kurusaka na bapera maloni shanshani but nomba rusaka yaisa Thendere nde umfwa wino kwa bati awe naifwe nomba bambo kutupenda nga abantu tule umfwa wino batupera kwa fintu fyako ya pantanshi tule afwana ubuchoshi bwaya bulepwa emkwange fyo mule mona nefikuru wapa Thendere tefyo pari yakati but pari no shitapa bane fikuru fya pusana aba shitako fya aba shitako finge fine ndeta shana ka shop kandi kaliko na magras tatwa kwete shop ya magras nali ku market kono mana kwete fika shop kamo na kachivi fyaka nomba but CDF fya ishitire fintu ifsuma moneka shop fika re moneka and then na linkisha mona maraiti na kama na ka fridge so kwishi bati kwena ba CDF badetu afwa.
Done with the business area, we now head to the school.
Currently, we have 1,405 children running from primary, that is ECE to grade 7. There is a very big change in terms of enrollment. Because before free education could come in schools, especially in our school, the enrollments were not all that good, numbers were not all that big. But after the introduction of free education, it's like each and every parent has gotten and received that with both hands. And this is why we are seeing at our school a very increase in terms of pupil enrollment. Before free education, the numbers were ranging maybe from 700, 800, 900, so to say. That made the maximum. But after the introduction of free education, the numbers have doubled, let me say. Because that's where now we are having above 1,000. Like this year in February, let me appreciate the government of the day through the able leadership of His Excellency Hakainde Hichilema, who is our Republican President. We are really grateful as a school. We have received 120 desks in February, and that has motivated the parents as well as the learners, including us as teachers. I communicated to the parents through the PTA that the government has given us this. They visited our school and they were very much happy. Then coming to the children, before we had received those desks, a number of children could sit on the floor because when we consider the enrollments that we're having as a school, the desks that we had could not suffice the number of children that we had. But upon receiving those desks, every child, at least if there is one or two children who can sit on the floor, I doubt that. But at least each and every child is able to sit on the desks. And that has motivated a child. You know, when a child is sitting well, even learning becomes easier to that child. Even the grasping of the concepts which teachers are delivering to that child becomes very easy. A situation whereby some children could sit on the desks, others on the floor, was somehow discriminating those children who are sitting on the floor. But it's like upon receiving those desks from the government, each and every child is now happy, each and every child is now motivated because they are all able to sit on the desk. Last year, we managed to be at 98% as a school in terms of academic progression. That means the children that we are handling have really understood the importance of education, because the input of a teacher alone cannot make a child to progress. Even the child really needs to understand the importance of education for him or her to perform well. So children are performing, and we have a very big hope as a school that these children will be beneficial in life. As teachers alone, we are unable to do all what we can do to bring a child in a good way. In that way, I mean we need to cooperate with the community. So the community is very cooperative. Whenever we call maybe for meetings, anything that relates to the development of the school, anything that relates to how we can help the child, the community is very much cooperative. We have even formulated an adult literacy group, which we have also called as Mother Support Group. That group is also coming in to give a lot of support to these children.
My name is Jonathan, and I want to say about Thendere Primary School. Thendere Primary School is a very beautiful school, and I love it very much.
Thendere is definitely self-sufficient. We have tailors that sew uniforms to clothe pupils. These pupils are given bursaries that enable them to get an education, which creates a workforce that becomes the market to buy and utilize services and products. These pupils also become entrepreneurs that build